Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you see me for the first time, my beautiful name is Martina J, and consider subscribing if you haven't. Guys, I really appreciate your support. I don't take it for granted. And I just traveled from Uganda to Kenya. Right now I'm coming straight out of Kenya, guys. And today is the first Sunday ever since I came to Kenya, and I decided to come with my sister to this beautiful place for a picnic. As you can see, it's been a picnic. And guys, one thing that I've realized, girls know how to have fun. This is my first picnic, guys. And if you see around, like just show them around. There's a lot of group doing picnic. They're just so beautiful. I'm like, people know how to have fun. People know how to have fun, and I'm like, why did I not know this? Like this area, this place is not so far from where I come from. It's called, what's the name?
What? Meaning is a how?
I've forgotten. I'll write it down, guys. Anyways, here we are here to talk about the main differences I've noticed about Kampala and Nairobi, guys, because I'm Kenyan. Of course I know Nairobi, and I've been to Kampala, and I noticed very major differences, guys. I noticed very major differences, and one of them is the infrastructure. Honestly speaking, I feel like Nairobi is way above Kampala when it comes to infrastructure. Kampala is really coming up so well. Guys, I had to change the background because there were some ladies playing music just beside us. That's the bad thing of coming to this place when it's on a weekend. People are having fun, and you cannot tell people, oh, turn off the music. I feel like that would be inconveniencing them because people came here to have fun. Yeah, the music is really nice. Anyways, guys, I was talking about infrastructure, like the infrastructure between Kampala and Nairobi. I feel like Nairobi has better infrastructure than Kampala, but it's not to say that Kampala doesn't have nice infrastructure, like that roundabout, not the roundabout, that bridge that is round. It was really beautiful. But honestly, Kampala is growing, but Nairobi is way ahead when it comes to infrastructure. Another thing that I noticed is that Kampala streets are really clean. Even the downtown is really clean compared to Nairobi. Nairobi is a bit dirty, especially the downtown. It's really dirty, but Kampala is really clean compared to Nairobi. I have to. Nairobi don't come for me. Kenyans don't come for me, but it's true. Kampala is way better in terms of cleanliness. Yeah. Another thing that I noticed is that like in Kampala, they consider the cyclists, like they have even some places where cyclists can put their bicycle and put them there, like a parking place for bicycles. And that was really nice. It was really nice because in Nairobi they don't consider the cyclists. They don't, like, honestly, I was really surprised to see that. And there's a lot of bicycles in Kampala. Oh my god, I don't know, guys, if you're watching this video, tell me if cyclists in Nairobi are allowed to cycle in CBD, because in Kampala they are allowed, and I really loved that because encouraging cyclists is also a way of encouraging people to keep fit. You know, when you cycle, you're working out, you know. So I was told it's because during the COVID time, when people could not share matatus, like seats in matatus, that's when popularity of bicycles started in Kampala. And in Nairobi, it's not like that, guys. It's not like that. Yeah, like they don't consider the bicycles. There are no roads for bicycles. Like in Nairobi, they don't consider the cyclists. I actually saw a cyclist complaining. Guys, the reason I'm talking like that is because I also cycle. Like, I love cycling a lot. So for a cyclist, Kampala is a haven for them. Another thing that I noticed, let me just sit here. People have started coming here, guys. as you can see. So guys, another thing in Kampala, there's a lot of motorcycles. Oh my god, that place has so many motorcycles, I'm telling, like, to the point that there's traffic of motorcycles. You know, in Nairobi we use motorcycles to escape traffic jam, but in Kampala there's no way out. Like, there's no way out when it comes to the motorcycles. There are just so many, there's so many, and it is just so crazy. Like, I was not a fan of the traffic. It was too much. It was too much compared to Nairobi. Kampala has a lot of traffic. Hey, it's crazy. Like, if you get yourself on traffic in Kampala, you better walk. Just walk. Because, you know, in Nairobi you can simply say, hey, this traffic is too much, I'll just take a motorcycle. But in Kampala you take a motorcycle, and then now the motorcycle is stuck in the traffic. You decide to take a bicycles are stuck in the traffic. And I do not see bicycles as a form of public transport there. It's more of people riding their own bicycles, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, that is something I did not like. I've forgotten what else. I had written them down, though I've not written all of them, guys. Let me see what else. Another thing that I noticed, the big differences between like Kampala and Nairobi. People in Kampala are very reserved people. You cannot compare to the people of Nairobi. Like, Nairobi people and Kenyans in general are very open-minded people. They're ready to help strangers. There's this time we were going to a village. We were going to a place, let me just say that. We were going to a place, and we told this motorcycle guy that we don't know where we are going. If he could help us with the phone, and we can talk to, like, at least, because we did not have the SIM cards for Uganda, so we had no way of calling the person we were going to meet. So we were asking him, we are new here, please help us. And you know what he told us? Like, pay me or I'll overcharge you. Pay me, I want to go, or I'll overcharge you for overtime. Like, guys, that was really a shock, because in Kenya, like, someone will not leave you stranded. They will ensure that you're safe and everything. Yeah, another thing that makes Kenyans very open-minded people, like when you go to Kampala, you're trying to negotiate for something. I don't know if it was because I was a foreigner, I don't know, but in Kampala, when you're trying to negotiate for something and they tell you this thing is 2,000 and you say you don't have 2,000, you have 1,500, they won't listen. They won't listen to you. They'll just let you walk. But a Kenyan, the moment you show interest in something, even if you don't have money, they will convince you that you have the money. You know, there's a way a person can talk to you, and you can even remove your savings and buy. But like Kampala, like if they tell you this thing is this price, they don't want to hear anything you say. They stick to that. They are very reserved. That is what I would say. Compared to Kenyans, a Kenyan will convince you when it, like, they will convince you where you need to buy, where you need to take those savings and buy this, or they will try to come to a fair price between the two of you. That is something I noticed. Like, it's a big difference when it comes to people, the Ugandans and the people in Nairobi. They are very open-minded and ready to listen, but a Ugandan person, once they decide it is this, they don't want to hear anything else outside of what they think, you know. That was really like crazy for me. And it really made me miss Kenya, because Kenyans are really, I came to realize Kenyans are just the best. It's not because I'm praising home, but Kenyans are just the best, honestly. What else? Organization of the city. Nairobi is very organized. Like, you can tell someone, just take me to town, and they will bring you to Nairobi CBD, and you can find your way to where you want to go. But in Kampala, if you tell someone take me to CBD, they will ask where, because it is so distributed. It's really disorganized. If you don't know where you're going, no one will take you. But in Kenya, you'll tell someone, in Kampala, I was telling them, like, when I get a motorcycle there, I'm like, take me to town. They're like, where? I'm like, just take me to the central business district. They're like, where is that? Like, you have to know where you're going so that you can be taken exactly to that place. But in Nairobi, when you tell someone, take me to CBD, they'll just take you to CBD and you can find your way out. So that was really a major difference. When you're going to Kampala, you need to know where you're going. Let's say you want to go to KCB Bank. There's a time I wanted to go to KCB Bank, and me in my mind I was like, I'll just tell this person take me to town and I'll find my way, just the way I do in Nairobi. But there he was like I told him, take me to town. He was like, where? If you don't know where, there's nowhere I will take you. And I'm like, take me then to KCB. Like, that was really crazy. It's really disorganized. The cities are these businesses are in different places. The city is so distributed. It's so disorganized. Hey, that was really crazy. Nairobi is really organized when it comes to how they have organized the city. Yeah, because the CBD is at the center. In Nairobi, it's at the center. So from there, you can find your way to other places in Nairobi, like in town, What else? In Kampala, when you go to Kampala, if you're Kenyan, just know that they call, like the matatus, the public transport, they call it taxi. The ones that we call matatu ni taxi. Taxi ni zile Nissan, the Nissan cars. That's what is there for transport. I feel like Kenyan public transport system is better than Kampala. I'm not trying to compare, but it's better than Kampala, because here in Kenya, I really miss the matatu culture, like the buses with the graffiti, with the art, with the music. In Kampala, it's a whole different story. I miss the matatu Kenyan culture. It's so beautiful, and I understand what Sean Arrow was going through, and she was trying to, like, she traveled all the way from, I don't know, UK or US to come to Kenya just to experience the matatu culture, because it's the most beautiful thing ever. Yeah, so like I'm not trying to diss Ugandans, you'll forgive me for this, but I'm just trying to state facts. Like, Kenya public transport system is much better compared to Uganda. It's much better. Yeah, but Uganda is really trying these motorcycles. There's what? The taxis, those taxis, but they did not give me the vibe I wanted, because I'm used to the matatu culture in Kenya. It's just so beautiful. I really appreciate Kenyans. We have the most vibrant, the most beautiful culture. Kenyans just know you're the best. I'm not trying to diss Ugandans, but yeah. Another thing I noticed about Uganda, it has a lot of places to visit. Even in the city, has a lot of places to visit. There's the Kasubi Tombs, there's the National Museum, there's the, I can't remember all of them, guys, but I don't know if it has many places than Nairobi. And Jinja, guys, if you go to Jinja in Uganda, hey, that's heaven. It's a heaven. Like, it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever visited. It's so beautiful. There's River Nile, there's the Nile Bridge, there's the Railway Museum, there's the Busowoko Falls. Hey, if I'm to visit Uganda again, I just want to stay in Jinja for a while. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been into. It's so beautiful. Hey, it's really beautiful. Jinja is beautiful, you guys. Don't live your life without visiting Jinja. But here, this video is about Kampala and Nairobi. Another thing, in Uganda in general, I noticed that the women kneel down. I thought it was something that was a myth or something for a very long time ago, but I was surprised. I borrowed water from this lady, and she brought the water kneeling. She knelt down. Oh my God, that was really a surprise to me. She knelt down. Guys, can you imagine someone kneeling down? And in this place that we went, and the women, when they saw us, they just knelt down to greet us. I was surprised. I'm not used to it, and I was like, tell them to stand up, and we were told, I don't know, like we're not supposed to tell them to stand up because it's normal. But for me, I felt I'm not used to that. I'm not used to like someone kneeling down for you. Hey, that's I don't know. It's a beautiful culture. It's really beautiful. They are used to it, and I was really shocked. It was really a culture shock to me. Another thing, if you go to Uganda in general, unlike Nairobi, they like in hotels. One thing, like the way Nairobi you cannot lack ugali beans or rice and beans. In Kampala, you cannot lack matoke. Like matoke is green bananas cooked and pounded. You cannot lack matoke. Matoke is the national dish of Uganda. Like they have bananas growing even on the roads. Hey, those people are blessed. They are blessed when it comes to the beautiful environment. They are blessed when it comes to what? Like Ugandans, you don't know how much you're blessed with beautiful nature. Oh my god, you have beautiful places. You know, I love nature. That is something I really loved about Uganda compared to my country, to Nairobi. Uganda has beautiful nature. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. And yeah, I will never forget it. There's a place when we were coming from Jinja to Kampala. There's a place, there are trees on this side, on the other side, and there's a tarmac road in the. That was like a place from movies, like the ones that you see in movies. That was heaven. There's so much food in Uganda. Yeah, there's so much. When I say food, I mean fresh food. You know, in Nairobi they will grow even like, let's say, kales in the sewages, in the sewage disposal areas, and that's not very healthy. But Uganda, they have very healthy foods, and it's really clean. Uganda is really clean. Like Kampala, even Kampala, it's the capital city of Uganda. It's clean. Nairobi cannot come close to Kampala when it comes to cleanliness. So there were both things to love and hate, and I appreciate both countries. I met really amazing people in Uganda. Brian Kaliro, hi, and I also met Joel Obetam. Thank you so much for showing me around. I really appreciate it. May God bless you, Uganda, the pearl of Africa, and may God bless my country, Kenya. It's one of the most beautiful places in the world. Uganda is also beautiful, but home is home, guys. I love home. I love Kenya. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, guys. I really appreciate your support. See you in the next video. Bye bye.